Hi Danae, hi Sherry, how you doing? Welcome. Hey Steph, how are you doing? Melissa, it's slightly early. I've got a wonderful consultation at 3 o'clock, so I wanted to get my scope in today. Vanessa, welcome. Wanted to get it in good timing for you all. So how is everybody? Hey, finally going to my new place. Oh, you've moved. So many of you are moving. Thanks, Sherry. Please do share. Everybody's like shifting. Wonderful, great. Everybody's on the move at the moment. It's fantastic. Clearing out. Did you use your spray? Did you clear out with your spray? Hey. Hi, Sonam. Lots of shifting energy. Wonderful, wonderful. Steph, I'm glad you're on actually, because you're perfect person to be on right now. I didn't know what I was scoping about till about 10 minutes ago, so lots of spray. I need to have a clear out. Yeah, lots of clearing. Hello, darling, how are you? So anyway, I think all of you that are on here know me. My name is Indra. There I am. silent-moon.co.uk is me. And you all know what I do. As you can see, moonlights, misters, moon cards, everything. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Fab, thank you. Happy to be here. I'm happy. And I'm happy to have seen you on Gelscope also, Sonam. It was lovely. Shannon, my darling, haven't seen you for a few days either. How are you? How's everything? How was the dancing? Thank you, Sherry. Yes, do please share if I do resonate with you. I've got a few things to say to you today. Wonderful, good. So I'll just turn it around on me. I have got, so I do want to make sure that I get this scope in, and I've got to get out this light, haven't I? So everybody, how are you doing? It's got some new names on here. Welcome. My name is Indra, silent-moon.co.uk is me. Your meditation was so fabulous. Which one? Which meditation? Have I done one? Thank you. Anyway, I am always grateful for that. All great. Good. Okay. When I do meditations and when I teach yoga, a lot of my work is kind of, and I don't want to say this in kind of a hippy dippy new age way. Okay, from the sky. Oh, I know which one you mean. But a lot of the time I don't always know what I'm saying. It's like it comes down through me, so I get told at the time what comes up. So I don't plan anything. I don't write it down. And so as for global meditation on Friday, there will be kind of prompts there. Do I like the Middle Eastern boys? No, actually I'm married, so sorry. I do. I just thought of Steph then. She'll be laughing. I can feel Steph laughing there. She knows my husband, so. It all comes down through me. So on Friday, when I do my meditation, sorry about that noise. It will be boys with no beards. It will be as I kind of teach here at home anyway. So I will download it and I will do the best I can for you all. Because what I want to do on Friday is to give you the experience of me teaching like I teach in a class, because I know so many of you who follow me are in America and you don't have the ability to come over and see me every week to have a class with me. So that's what I really want to share with you. And then hopefully you can get me over to the States and I can do some real teaching in person with you and do lots of moon sharing. So what I wanted to speak about today wasn't clear until about 15 minutes ago, and I didn't know what I was scoping about. Yes, this fall, so hopefully I will be over in fall in the States with our lovely Shannon there. We're going to arrange something in Michigan area, I hope. So if you're around that area, it'd be lovely to see you. Woo! See how things just come from nowhere. Hello, Todd. Welcome. So if you're woohoo, hey, there's our lovely princess Jennifer. See you soon, my love. Yeah, I'm working on it. Great. So if you are in the Michigan area around fall time, I will be hopefully there in person. So yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but seeing as the facilitator has said it, then there you go. I didn't put it out there. So there you go. Oh, and this is the reason, this lovely lady here is the reason Nicholas Swan, Nicholas Swan Gaia, wonderful, is the reason why I'm scoping about what I'm scoping about today. I just wanted to say I am slightly overwhelmed, and I might start crying in a minute. And Steph again knows probably why. She uses my products regularly, or I call them offerings. I don't like to call my babies products. They're not products. They're magic and they're offerings. I received about half an hour ago this amazing testimonial, which is actually, with Nicola's permission, will be a blog. She explained to a T what Silent Moon is about, to a point where I was just in tears. I was just overwhelmed with what she had to say. Just explaining exactly what Silent Moon's about. And the reason why I've put this into a title is because my product's excellent, can't wait to read. And you will read it because it's going to be in the blog section. The reason being is my products and my offerings are not for the faint-hearted. I do work with people and with the energy of the moon. Permission, yeah. With the energy of the moon, which is a darker energy. So it allows us, and it gives us also permission to face our shadow. And not everybody wants to face their shadow in life, but I work very strongly with my shadow. It's part of my daily life and I embrace it greatly. Good God, no, they change your life, if only more. And yeah, you see, and that Steph is a big user of my my offerings as well. So she's another one who has had some great experiences. It can suck at first. I was going to say, sorry, Shannon. It can suck at first. Absolutely. I am a Scorpio. Absolutely, I'm a Scorpio. I work with moon energy. And the reason being, I know, haha, and you know me, I'm authentic, so I just say it as it is, Sonam, so whatever comes up on scope comes up. The shadow is around. Okay, Steph had an amazing experience on rose quartz. Read that message there. She had a Collier, welcome. I bloody love you. I love you too. She had an amazing experience on rose quartz and she was having such a fantastic time. She thought that everything was going to be okay. She went straight onto Tibetan quartz and it rocked her world. I can't even tell you the amount of shit that she shoveled up in that time. And she hasn't stopped using them, but she did for a while because I think she ran into a cave for a little bit. If you agree, Steph, I don't think you'd be scared to say that that was the case. So what I'm saying is, if any of you are considering ever sort of stepping into the Silent Moon room, the Imaginarium, please do it with an open mind and please do it from, yeah, even from yoga. Absolutely. Yeah, my yoga classes are pretty much my energy. Well, it's my energy, isn't it? So if you're stepping into the space of the Imaginarium, do be aware that you will be shoveling up some stuff and you have to be ready for that in life. And I know that people who do come to me are the people who are ready to go, okay, I'm ready to clear some real stuff. I'm really, really ready to let go of it. I know that that Nicola is a big advocate of batch flower essences, as is Vanessa, as am I. I work a lot with batch, but then came with some strength. Yeah, absolutely, because it's cleared a layer. I imagine it like an onion, hi Collier, and it's like you're just peeling away constantly until we get to the core. And maybe even in this lifetime, you won't get to the core. Hey Wendy, but you know it's there, and we're just releasing all the time, and that's what we do. So I wanted to write that as the title today because that was what came up to me that I wanted to share with you, was that, and others who, a friend of mine make crystals. Yeah, absolutely, very grounding as well, crystal essences. They are really grounding. But with batch, of course, I don't always take Silent Moon. I was explaining this to Nicola. I was given the download that Silent Moon was only for others and was to be created by me. I was the alchemist, but I wasn't necessarily the one that would take them. Thank you, Steph. So I tend to take batch for me because I work a lot with shadow energy, and I find that with batch flower essences I get more of the sunlight energy, which is what they are made in, and they're right for me and they're good for me, along with Alaskan as well. I'm very close to the lovely Steve, and I have consultations with him very regularly. But with Silent Moon, the work that I obviously do is kind of also what I put into the energy of each bottle. So I've been showing you for the last few weeks, hi Sai, what's been going on in the Imaginarium, that everything that I create is done by my hands. So I don't add additives, I don't add preservatives to anything. Steph knows, she comes to this place every week. She knows, and she can vouch for the fact that everything that I create is done in my little garden, on my little patio, in my little courtyard, and on my windowsills. I'm still taking Maiden, and it's awesome, and it's connected me back to the child self. Brilliant. That's exactly what it is. Yes, she comes and she sees everything very cutely made, and you know, there's people there that see that, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And so, when you use Silent Moon stuff, what I don't want you to do stuff. What stuff? Offerings. Please don't put it in a box and just hide it away. It's been given to you and sent to you with so much love that it's there to be used. Nothing has a shelf life that I create. It is there to be used. Your flower essences are given to you at that time to be used at that time. Take them. Your sprays are there to be used at that time. Take them. They have probably, certainly the flower essences have a long life span, but they're there at that time to be given to you to take. But certainly with my misters, they have about a 4-month shelf life. And when I make them with so much intent and so much love. I'm so impressed with your offerings. I can't wait to try Snowdrop. Brilliant, Nicola, it's brilliant. I'm so glad that I've well, I haven't even twisted your arm. You did it, and you saw exactly what it was like, and I do, yeah. That's what. It's funny. This has come up over the last couple of days, Collier. Somebody put on our shop for Global Meditation Scope. I can see she doesn't ship to the US, and it's very clear that I do. You just go into the shop and you just go to your state and it ships. 95% of my people are in the US. 5% are probably in and around the UK and Europe. You're on. You've got Bluebell now, yeah. So yeah, 95% of people I sell to are in the US, and certainly if I'm coming over in October, we'll get some. I'll get some products together, and I'll hopefully be able to bring them over with me. And I've been okay with customs so far, so it shouldn't be an issue. It was just about drawing. I missed that one, Steph. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, so as I was saying, everything is there to be used. Everything is there also to be shared with people that you, that you love and to support. And please don't keep it on the shelf. Hi, James is another one who's also just bought off me, which is wonderful. I sent him some magical offerings too. So please do share this. I want people to know more about Silent Moon. I'm not here to hide. I'm certainly here to share my Moonlite love. And a lot of people don't resonate so strongly with the moon energy because it is the darker side, and they think, oh, what's it all about? And maybe I don't want to touch my shadow, but it's so important that we do. I was just saying I feel drawn to the Bluebell. I'm hoping I got that. So why did I choose to create with Moonlight? I was also just drawn to that. I'm more of a sort of moon goddess than I am a sun goddess. Not that I don't appreciate the sunlight, but I am really drawn to the moon. And she's always been sort of my advocate, my ally in a little bit of a way. So I thought, okay, I know that every single... Our products are authentic. I've seen people create fake ones. Yes, I know that, and that's for them to do. And I have to keep my nose out of that one, which is fine. Is absolutely fine. They do what they do, and they receive what they receive. And I know from my heart what I create, and that's seen when you get a box from me. Absolutely. So when I create by the moonlight, and why I create by the moonlight is, yes, like as I was saying, is because I'm really drawn to that energy. And the majority of flower essences are made by sunlight. And, you know, people have said you can't make by anything else but sunlight. And I've heard it through training courses. I've heard people say that. And my question is, why not? Why is the moon any different than the sun? Why should it be put on the back burner? Why is the sun more important than the moon? Could we have one without the other? Could we breathe in without breathing out? You know, that's how I see it. So why shouldn't things be made by the moonlight? So I stepped out of the box, as I always do, and just said, no, this is where I'm going. If this doesn't work for me, she goes deep. Yeah, she does. And if this doesn't work for me and the moonlight, then it doesn't work. But I'm getting pushed to do this, and so I shall follow this way and this path. So that is what I've done, and that is what I continue to do. So if I have resonated with you before I finish, please do share. I want to share the love with everybody about the moonlight, so give it a share. And also that silent moon isn't for the people who are afraid of their shadow. I also loved what you said, Nicola, because I say this a lot to people who are taking the essences and the elixirs. Please do, hey, Mr. Grey, please do take a piece of paper and a pen, create a journal for the particular time that you are taking, love my tattoos, thank you, that you are taking the flower essence or the gem elixir. Please do make a journal. Never stop doing this amazing work, Indra. We need you. Thank you very much. And the reason I say create a journal, Nicola did a journal and she really saw the benefits from 1 week to the next of what happened to her. And this isn't for anybody else's sake. I mean, it does help for a testimonial that I always say to people, please do write, because it helps not only silent moon, but it helps you see that flower essences and gem elixirs do work. They really do. They're vibration. They're like us. Why shouldn't they work? They connect with us. So keeping a diary is really important, and even if it's just one line, it helps you see your transition. And also on top of that, I do say to people, do take them in water because they are powerful. And a lot of people just put them on the tongue, like you do with bats, you can put them on your tongue and that's fine. But I do say with silent moon, journaling is great because we forget how we change. Absolutely, Wendy, that's so true. No worries. So I always do say take silent moon in some water. Reason being is because they are so powerful that they do tend to give you a bit of an oomph, especially when you're on the go. If you take them in water, and you can do this with any flower essence, if you take them in water, it has a sort of a slower kind of gradual effect, whereas if you stick them on the tongue, it's kind of more of a bang. Woo! So if you want to take it that way, then that's fine, but don't be, am I a hippie? No, I don't call myself a hippie. I just am what I am. I don't give myself a label, my love. So what I want you to think about, you know it. So I just want you to think about, I'm vegan too. No, I'm not a vegan. No, I'm not a vegan. You're very attractive. Thank you, Mr. Grey. Thank you very much. So before I go, I want you to think about something. She's an she's an alchemist. I had a friend of mine in America that used to call me an alchemist, and he was a scientist, and he used to take my lapis very, very regularly. And I tend to find that when people take something quite regularly, or when they've taken a bottle, sometimes they don't need me anymore, and that's kind of nice. They just go, okay, I've done this. I've done the work, now I'll move on. That often happens, and that to me is for embracing, because I know then I've done my work. Anarchist. Oh, well, you can go. Please do feel free to block on the other side. So what I want you to just be aware of at this moment in time is where's the moon energy is right now before I break. Please follow you. We'll see. I don't tend to do follows for follows. I just I'm what I am. So if I want to follow, I'll follow. If I don't want to follow, then I don't follow. So there you go. So what I want to just gosh, there's some lovely people in the world. What I want to just say is where we are at this moment in time. We're at crescent moon time. So I want you to think about the lovely wishes that you put blocked. You can do it from the other side. If you block, what's happening now with Periscope is that it's monitoring those people that come up, so it's really, really good. Yeah, it's not like the weekend, so I'm kind of feeling like stronger today, and I think Nicola really did support that, as Sherry did support it at the beginning of the week. Nicola's really given me that oomph today, so I'm okay. I'm fine with it. It's just sometimes I just hit abuse on them all. So Periscope have been really good with it now. They're monitoring it. So I think these people are whether they're getting kicked off or what, I don't actually know, but it's a good thing. So we're moving through 2 phases of the moon right now. We're better than them. Absolutely we are. So you put your wish boxes your wish scrolls into the box, or you wrote down your intentions, hopefully this weekend, last weekend gone, on new moon. And so now we're moving towards the full moon. No, I'm not single. We've moved into the full moon phase, or we're moving into the full moon phase towards it. So what I want you to think about is where you are right now. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon as it is here. It's 2:45 here. So here we are in between two phases, crescent moon and growth moon. Let me read these to you so you know exactly where we are. Oh, you've scoped a competition. Okay, that's good. From my heart space, I look beyond. I am protected as I begin to seed plans that encourage me to stand in my truth. And then as we move into growth moon, which is over the next day or so, as my dreams begin to manifest, I break free from the old and I step forward into my truth and into my light. So if you have the moon cards, you can see that. I know a few of you have them, and if not, that's the affirmation on them. So I want you to, although you've put your little wishes into a box or you've written them down on paper, now you've really got to start to think about what it is you're going to do with them. They don't need to just stay in that box. You need, love them. Oh, great. You need to actually pop them into the space outside of you and start looking at them. So they're lovely in a box and they're great on your altar and they're wonderful in a book, but what are you doing with them? So plant them. Absolutely. Seed these wishes and these hopes and these dreams. So now is the time where you've really got to start to be aware of how am I going to manifest these wishes that I created at new moon time. So if anybody has started to do that or is sitting there now thinking, oh God, did I really have to do something with them? Please do share. Please do step forward and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. I've got a busy weekend with Joel this weekend. I'm creating stuff for Facebook. So that is one of the wishes that I've been putting out there for a long, long time. I've been putting it off because it's kind of like, computer social media stuff at a weekend. No, it's been new moon, my love. Have you missed your intentions? Have you missed doing your intentions? 26. Oh, Stephanie, it was the other day. Yes, it was the other day. It was at the weekend. So we're moving now into full moon. We're going into the waxing moon time when the moon is starting to get bigger. I had a meeting with someone yesterday and realised opportunity. Brilliant. That's great. That's great. So, well, don't worry about it, Steph. Just start thinking about what it is that you really want to start to try and achieve over full moon time, just towards full moon. And then when it comes to full moon, kind of start to think about what it is you would like to let go of. So what it is you would like to release, because that's the time of full moon, is about letting go. And maybe that is why you didn't connect with new moon. You've been working too much. I know you have. But it's also, if we don't realise it, then, or it's not in our face, maybe it's just not meant to be. I do often think that. So now you're aware that full moon's coming up, which is over the solstice time. Do really think about your releasing time, your letting go time. It was very powerful, Vanessa. It really was. It was a powerful one. So thanks, Wendy, for that. That's a brilliant thing to say. So what is it that you're doing? Now you said there's an opportunity out there. If you want to share a little bit more, what is it that you're doing to create that opportunity for yourself? Don't we know it? Yeah, absolutely. So if you think about those affirmations, Wendy, if you think about what it is that I was just saying there, from your heart space, so maybe sitting in your heart space and realizing the opportunity, I look beyond, I'm protected, and I begin to seed the plans that you put in your box, a beautiful moon box that you've shared and that you created, that encourage me to stand in my truth. And then moving on as we go to growth moon, as my dreams begin to manifest, I break free from the old and I step forward into the truth and into my light. So really, this is now a time where, because it's becoming full moon, we're starting to step into the glow of the full moon light. So there we are, here we are, and the mother energy. So the moon is sort of coming into mother energy now. I'm looking at seeing what ideas I can present to the company I met with to generate an income. Brilliant, brilliant. And you're very arty and you're very creative. So please, if it is anything to do with that, then wonderful. And if not, please do remember to bring that side of you in, that authenticity, because don't forget your authentic side. We can always go into sort of a world where we may be creating or doing something to create money, but within that, please don't forget yourself. Please don't forget who you are. Just as I'm about to go into Mother Essence. Yes, it's a perfect time. You are actually taking those essences at the perfect time of the year, Steph. You're doing it with the seasons. Yeah, so Wendy, don't forget that, because that's just, it is you, and then you will be at your happiest when you're creating in a way that you need to create. There's so many people on here that are doing that, not only just me, but I know Nicola, and she's stepping into her truth. Steph, she's a wonderful producer and artist and director, and Steph is like amazing. She produces plays and she does yoga and she works craziness on the stage, and she's brilliant. Creating makes me happy, and I forget that. That's okay, Melissa. What it is it's just that you're coming to England soon, so I will be here to remind you. We'll be kicking your bum. So yes, you will not forget. Certainly if you're near me, you will not forget. We can vamp up each other. Vanessa, yeah, you're another one who's stepping into your truth. And my art is something that I must make time for and make it happen. Yes, you must. And I'm like that with my writing. Oh, no, that's my soul's calling. Yeah, mine too, mine too. Well, I write a lot anyway, but I do love to write. And my big thing is making more room and space for my writing, and sort of stepping into that creative zone with my creative energy with storytelling, because I do love that. So yeah, she's wonderful, and she doesn't realise how wonderful she is and how much she does, and you know how much she supports people. So, and also if Sai's on there as well, if you haven't seen the lovely work that Sai does, you're so good at it. We're all good at it. We're all good at it in our own ways. I'm looking forward to having more time and letting go of my shop. Yeah, I can understand that. Shops are very tiring. Everything else gets in the way. Don't let it. Yeah, and there's Sai. So Sai's still here. And if you didn't ever see the beautiful pots, fairy pots that Sai put up, and his drum that he put up on Creative Underground and on Silent Moon page, just so much wonderful creative energy to work with there, and just magical. So please use it. It's so important. I must have the freedom. Oh, I know. I'm like that too. I feel the freedom is so important. So just going back to your new moon intentions. Have I ever done DMT? I've done ayahuasca, but I haven't done DMT as such. I'm a big plant medicine person, so I've done ayahuasca and iboga and other plant medicines. Yes, I've worked with the plant energy for more time to create. Yes, wonderful, absolutely. So please do DMT. Please do. I've spent quite a lot of time in Peru, so I've done a lot of shamanic work. So please do remember that those new moon intentions are not there to just sit inside a box. Don't think of it as a dark energy as in it's evil, not as in it's in a dark energy that it allows you to face your shadow. So it gives you the energy of reflecting your shadow energy. So yeah, you know that. So yes, it does bring up those energies. It brings up sort of the darker side, the nighttime side. And also a lot of the stuff that they say about the moon, that it resonates with just women and all that stuff. Although we run our cycles by the moon, and our menstrual cycle runs by the moon, my belief is that that's not just the case, that men work with the moon just as much as women do, and that should also be embraced and allowed. The divine masculine is so important, and without the divine masculine, we wouldn't be divine feminine energy. So there is a huge balance in sun and moon energy. Yes, absolutely. And I do wish we should do, absolutely. And that's why I'm welcoming shadow is to welcome back your rejected, wounded child. Absolutely. I love that, Nicola. Thank you. So I always embrace the fact when I get men that order off me, because sometimes I even say, you know, is this for you? Because I like to know who I'm connecting with, because I connect intuitively with the energy of the person who comes through. So when Silent Moon is going to be big and huge, which it is going to be having to adopt those people into my life who can work like me on that sort of one-to-one. So working with the energy of people who are similar to me, who can actually resonate with the people from a distance. And that's what I do. I really, really work with the energy of the person who wants to order from me, so who comes through. And often when it's a man, I will say, you know, is this product for you or is it for your wife? Because I have had so many few male orders, and when I get an order off a man, it's fabulous. The energy is just, it's great. I love it. So I love working with the male energy. It's fantastic. So everybody, that gives you a little bit more about Silent Moon. Nicola, thank you for prompting me about this scope today, because it allowed me to really share the fact that it's not always for the faint-hearted, and it's for, hey Jennifer, I lost connection. Yeah, somebody rang me. So I really do encourage men to look at my site. I encourage men to sort of step through the door of the Imaginarium also. Oh, thank you. And really do look not just for your ladies, but for you. Oh, you will buy soon. Thank you. And it works the same way as it does for women. And I would love to get, I did have a beautiful testimonial of a gorgeous, gorgeous man who bought off me, Dill, who's not on here, but he's wonderful. And he just explained exactly like Nicola what it was like for him. So there's some similarities coming in there. I'm so thankful I found you. Love, 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 love. Thank you. And it has taken some of mine. I missed the first bit, Steph. So anyway, everybody, thank you. Thank you for stepping into my Imaginarium today. I have to leave now. And I'm sending you loads and loads of love. Please do remember what the cards say. And don't forget your intentions. These cards, 8 cards, are available on Silent Moon Imaginarium. And if you haven't shared already, please do share. Let's get people watching the replay. And they do have little affirmations and wishes for each moon phase. So you step through each door, each moon phase, with the moon cycle. Love you, my darling, too. And just a few moments, just quickly. Thank you, Vanessa. Collier, please put your time up for Global Meditation Scope, please, on Saturday. I will be at 2:30 on Friday, UK time. Doing a yoga nidra from London area. It will be a whole hour. All I ask of you is to get yourself into a very comfortable position where you're prepared to let yourself go for a whole hour of your time. And Collier, who's a wonderful, beautiful lady from the States who has a gorgeous voice, that's her time, Saturday at 3:30 Central Time. So please do follow her and listen to her gorgeous, gorgeous voice and meditation. Wow, amazing. Can't wait for that. Yeah, do follow Global Meditation Scope. It's going to be a fantastic weekend of lots and lots of interesting meditations. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. I do scope every day at 2:30 UK time, so please do continue to follow. Lots of love. Bye.